All right, my TLC talkers, welcome to a new episode of the Sarah Fraser Show. Wednesdays is all about TLC talk, and I am so grateful for you talkers. It is our Thanksgiving Day episode, so tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Wishing you, your family, all the best. And I'm so grateful. I hope you guys know this. I try to always say it, and I want to do some giveaways this holiday season. But I'm very grateful for you that you listen. You guys have made my dream come true of hosting my own show that people listen to while I can still be a mom and work from home so much of the time. And I'm forever grateful for that, to create entertaining, inspiring escapism for you. So thank you. My Wednesday's episodes are some of my most listened to, highest downloaded, thousands of downloads every single week to this episode. So it resonates with you guys. I really try to take your advice seriously. And I know I get a lot of feedback about the ads on my show. So I'm going to try to address that in the coming new year while also making this my full-time job. So I'm so grateful for you. Happiest of Thanksgiving. Let's get into TLC talk because we got a ton, and the juicy dirt, the dirtiest of dirt coming out of the Sister Wives camp is unbelievable. Like, I want to know if you guys think it's a red flag that David Woolley, Christine Woolley's now husband, actually knew who she was prior to going out on a date with her and watched Sister Wives. Do we think, but did not tell her that he watched Sister Wives until date number 2. So let me ask you this. If you're famous right now, you're in your car, you're preparing Thanksgiving meal, you're making pies today, and you're uber famous. Okay, you're Kim Kardashian. Okay, that's like a super famous. All right, who's like a level in the middle? Like who somebody would know, but maybe not know. I don't know. You're Dave Portnoy. I just watched a TikTok by him. Okay, probably not like everybody knows who Dave Portnoy is, founder of Barstool Sports. But like, let's say you're going along on a date. Like, don't you think you should disclose to Dave, date number 1, you know who he is? Is it a little sus? Is it a little minor red flag that David Woolley did not let Christine Woolley know that he knew who she was until date number 2? I'm just gonna put this on my tiny little red flag radar. Now, these two are like madly in love. If you don't follow them on Instagram, they're worth it because he is posted. They're traveling everywhere in the world. I don't even know how she has time to sell the Plexus tea. That's the pink tea where they lose weight because it's supposed to suppress your appetite or whatever. How does she have time? Queen is like on a cruise to Haiti. That's from like being a top seller of Plexus tea. So she got time to like get those sales up online. They were in New York City this past weekend, living their best life. He's like, I never thought I'd have a travel companion, my queen. But in a recent interview, I'm going to break it down for you step by step because there is so much in this interview. Okay. So Christine Brown sat down recently, like as of November 20th of this week, to talk about her relationship with David Woolley. Okay. So first of all, we know this. She met him on a dating website. She reached out to him first. They started messaging and then they moved on to texting. So she answers the question because, we're going to get, I believe it's going to be 2 parts, but part 1 of the one-on-one with Sister Wives this coming Sunday, excuse me. I can't wait. People are very upset about Suki hosting again. They don't think she asked the real questions. I've said this before, guys, it's not on her. Like, it's producers. It's a lot of people behind. It could be even Cody. They might even have control to some degree. I got to look. I don't think Cody Brown is an executive producer on this show yet. I don't know why he hasn't asked for that. Like, dude, at this point, you should be an EP. If Lisa Vanderpump can be an EP on Vanderpump Rules, dude should be able to at 18 seasons. In this interview, Christine reveals that David and Cody have crossed paths. What exactly was their interaction like? The interviewer asks. And she says they'll be kind to each other. Let's just put it that. They've run into each other multiple times. They've met each other. David and Cody have. They'll be kind to each other. Christine Brown says Cody will reveal exactly how he feels about David on the one-on-ones. And it's hilarious, apparently. Oh, it gets better. Okay, the Cody Brownster is going to reveal exactly how he feels. Excellent. She also teases, a lot of people think, are wondering, is this the end of Sister Wives now that all his sister wives have left? Absolutely not. I mean, one of the shocking things I think this season, so let's clear up some of the rumors that were out there. One, there was a rumor that we were going to see Cody and Robin dating new sister wives. Hail to the no, we're not. We just wrapped up this season. We hardly got resolution if Janelle's still with him or not. Now we know she's not. But Lord God, it took us 14 episodes to get to Mary finally dumping his ass. So Christine lets it slip that we are getting new seasons of Sister Wives, and we're getting specials because David, she says, will become an on-camera staple. This is one of her quotes from the interview. He was so nervous about doing television, she says, but he's a natural. He's kind and he just comes off as himself. You're going to be seeing him a lot, she says, in a special, and he's in our wedding. So that's the exact quote from her. So what? Now, does this mean we're getting a special and we're getting your wedding series? Producers would be genius. We can't get enough. We want more Sister Wives. Give us more Sister Wives. Christine, of course, everybody knew this, but she says their lives are super busy because they have 14 children together and 16 grandkids. Oof, that's too many. I'll tell you what, my grandparents in Maine, on my mom's side, they had 10 children, like 27 first grandkids. Yeah. And then I don't know how many great grandchildren. I can tell you this. I don't care what people say. My grandparents were burnt the fuck out. Okay. When we came along, they weren't interested. They were sweet. They were kind, but they were over kids. Okay. Let's not romanticize all these children. All right. It ain't 10 is too many. I've got news for these people. It gets you a reality show, but is it worth it? Because everyone's burnt out of kids by the time there's 10. I think 5 is the max. Christine says that David knew who she was and watched Sister Wives. Okay, now she ain't the first star to have this happen, but here's where it gets a little bit dicier. David also has sisters that have participated in polygamy, so he's familiar with the lifestyle, and this is one of the things that they connected the two of them off from the jump, the two of them. And he told Christine on one of their first dates that he would tune into Sister Wives because he thought that they were going to physically fight. When he didn't see any fighting, he actually stopped paying attention. What? Then she says, date 2, he made an offhanded comment about Cody Brown. And she goes, wait a minute, you watched the show? And he goes, yeah, I watched the show. I know who you are. I know who Cody Brown is. I've watched it on and off. He even says that his daughter was a huge fan of the show. And when she found out, now I don't know, is this manifestation or creepness? David says when his daughter was a huge fan of Sister Wives. And when she found out that Janelle was single, she told her father, you need to get with when Christine was single, you need to get with Christine. So he almost says that his daughter played matchmaker. And this is the shocker of them all. Okay. Hold on to your seats. Hold on to your pumpkin pies. Christine adds that one of David's daughters, Katie Charlene, actually clued him into the fact that Christine was dating again after her split with Cody. Quote, his daughter, as soon as she found out I was dating, she called him and was like, Christine's available. You need to get together with her. Christine shares saying that her and David's past had, quote, intermingled through the years before they ever met. I had no idea it felt like this or would feel like this. It really is a dream come true, she gushes. It's amazing. It's like we just kind of moved in side by side with each other and just continued moving on in our life. But we're doing everything that the other person wanted to do, but never did. So we travel so much. We try so many new things. We have so many more kids now. They intermingled? What in the who? Oh. That's a lot to digest, I think, in that article. I'm just saying. Now, look, I mean, she's been on TV a decade. So is it that shocking that he knew who she was, especially if he had polygamous ties? And it almost seems like a little serendipitous they were to get together. I don't know. Is this romantic or creepy? She's madly in love. If I were in her shoes, I would think it was fantastic. I would think, oh my God, it's even more destiny and meant to be. I hope she sampled some other D's before she, just saddled up with that one. You know what I mean? Like, this woman has only been with Cody for years. Like, I hope she went out and got some hardcore dick out there in Utah before she really settled down with him. That's just my 2 cents. Now, McKelty and Tony have all, I think there is a clear MVP from this season, and it's Mary. A lot of people have said, look at what Mary's done. She stood up for herself. She now is like under the guidance of Mel Robbins, the motivational speaker. She has like a great podcast. When I say that, it just means that like Mary like quotes all of her, interviews. Why haven't Janelle and Christine reached out and reconciled? Now, I believe that the rift runs real deep. I do not believe that they like Mary, and I do believe Mary has not been particularly kind offset for many years. Even on set, to some degree, she's been icy. Now, I think we all have a lot more empathy for Mary, and I still think she's the MVP for that. I don't know. I think Christine Brown is, because she's sort of living the best life and, spreading the word about divorce. But anyway, I mean, Mary had a good moment in that season finale. But, the kids came out. Peyton Brown came out, basically said Mary was abusive to some of the kids. And I believe it was McKelty who got it the worst. McKelty wants nothing to do with Mary. And a lot of people are asking, why can't they all reconcile? It's going to take a long time. I don't know that they're ever going to be honest. I think Janelle and Christine are so done. So done. Now, McKelty's getting more backlash, and that's not shocking because McKelty and Peyton and Tony have gotten a lot of backlash this entire season. And of course, I was probably the first person to say it is very clear to me that Christine and Tony do not particularly like each other or get along, but tolerate one another. Just my thought. I think more about that will be coming out. But McKelty recently put up an Instagram video of her kids playing, and in the video, you can see outlets that do not have outlet covers in the background. And oi, did people come for McKelty. McKelty. She deleted comments. And then she took to her IG story to explain, you know what? Okay, I'm tired. Like, I don't think she said, I'm tired of deleting the comments. People were calling her out for deleting the comments. But she said, I do have outlet plugs for all of my outlets. However, my daughter goes through and pulls them out. So every now and then I'll put them back in, maybe once or so a week. And the exact day she goes through and unplugs them all, that exact same day. She basically told people that stop, to all the comments about the stupid outlets on my recent post. Why is this a focal point for you guys? Why can't you be happy for me and celebrate my kids? I've got news for you. You're on a reality TV show. If you're in the public eye, go look at my TikTok. Okay. I'm minimally in the public eye and only about 3 people on there wish me well. Okay. This is the name of the game, McKelty. Call me. I'm happy to guide you through it, but people are not, and they notice the craziest stuff. Honest to God, if I have a chia seed in my left, last molar 30, tooth number 32, like somebody will spot it. Somebody will spot it. That's like what people do. Okay. So anyhow, that is big news. The other big news is former TLC star. So, well, let me wrap up. So that's like all the dirt so far on Sister Wives. I think we're going to get a lot more on these one-on-ones. The one-on-ones I'm hearing from insiders are supposed to be, I don't think they're going to be as explosive as you guys want, but I do think maybe Cody's they're going to be asked some difficult questions on timelines for the show. Are they seeing other are they auditioning other Sister Wives? We'll see where we get. And we get Robin, at least in the preview, snapping at Christine. So they're not really speaking. We'll see how more of that unravels. The other news that's popped up this week is former TLC star Kate Gosselin has lost her court battle with her ex-husband, John Gosselin. She sued him over $132,000 in back child support for their 8 children amid her financial issues. Isn't that shocking? They made so much money off that show, and neither one of them have a lot to show for it. This was in a Pennsylvania court. It was settled this week. The old judgment is child support in the amount of $132,000. Kate first made the complaint back in March of 2018. So this has been ongoing for a couple of years. In court papers that were exclusively obtained by the Sun, John's legal team claimed that Kate filed the adverse revival because she requested and was awarded custody of Hannah and Colin, breaking an alleged agreement they made. The long and the short is neither of the parties, or really the filing is just that he doesn't have to pay it. A source close to John previously told The Sun of the court case, quote, she's suing for support for money that was created by domestic relations in 2012. That was at the time she wanted legal custody of the kids so she could film and earn more money. Wow. So anyway, Kate's demand comes amid reports that suggest she is struggling financially. She went back to being a nurse after being a reality star. God, that's going to be so hard. Kate lives paycheck to paycheck, an insider says. A source previously told the U.S. Sun, none of the kids live at home. She lives on her own. All the kids went off to college. She doesn't need any more money. John previously claimed to the U.S. Sun that Kate took more than $100,000 from bank accounts belonging to their 8 children. Never before seen court documents previously obtained show Kate admitted she borrowed money from a trust fund in 2019 for her living costs. God, that's going to be hard. That's going to be hard. Can you imagine? You were making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, they were like in the heyday of reality TV when you really got paid. The judge in the case stated that Kate should have made plans to repay the loans. This is in regards to her taking out the money. Anyway, needless to say, she's not getting awarded any money in back child support, which she had reportedly lost years ago in the ongoing custody battle of the kids. Wild. People are noticing that 1,000-pound sister Amy Holterman looks skinnier. She participated in a TikTok video trend on her Instagram this week. It was the Kitty Cat Challenge. And everyone was like, girl, you look so good. It looks like she has dropped weight for this upcoming season 5, which debuts in December. Oh my God, I can't wait. She was wearing a cute leather jacket. I mean, I don't even know what the TikTok, I do some TikTok trends, but I don't even know what that one is. So she does look good. Amy looks amazing. I wonder if Amy is just back working out, if it's the divorce diet, if she's on the old Ozempic. We got to know. We want to know. Lastly, hot off the presses from a Sarah Fraser Show listener. Ooh, we love good scoop. Sarah, wanted you to investigate 1,000-pound best friends. Oh, I got to talk Darcy and Stacey too. And I Love a Mama's Boy. I'll make some predictions. I watched Vanessa on IG last night. This was a couple of days ago. She won't address whether there will be another season. She just says, I'll let y'all know when I know. However, she did say that she's not talking with the rest of the cast and implied that Tina and Megan blocked her. She looks great. Got her hair cut short, wearing makeup, got her nails done. She even checked her makeup with a mirror a couple of times during the quote live. Megan has been pretty quiet on social media. She came on a month or two ago and posted about an accident. She said it was traumatic, but she was going to be okay. Never heard any more about it. She and her hubby finally got their own place. Tina has written her 4th book and refuses to talk about the show. You may already know all this scoop, but thought I'd send it to you. And do you have any updates? Oh my God. Talker, I love this. Now, Vanessa has been on the Sarah Fraser Show. Really, just being totally transparent with you guys, it does look like the women, I checked, Megan does not follow Vanessa. Ashley follows Vanessa. It looks like Vanessa doesn't follow any of them anymore. And is this show, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, she does. Vanessa does follow Megan. Is 1,000-pound best friends canceled? She does not follow Ashley though anymore. I don't know. I will say that 1,000-pound best, or not 1,000-pound sisters, 1,000-pound best friends came out in the spring of 2023, their season 2. So we're going to know here in the next month or two, because it should be dropping in February or March. You know, all the cast members always have to play coy, and they do still have that they are TLC best friend, 1,000-pound best friends in their Instagram bios. My guess is that they've filmed and maybe they've all had a major falling out, but I say that the show is not canceled. Darcy and Stacey, on the other hand, is 50-50 for me. Again, I actually don't think, if you didn't hear this rumor, Darcy and Stacey, obviously, Darcy famously on 90 Day Fiance years ago, Darcy and Stacey were so compelling, they ended up getting their own spinoff. It's had several seasons, but will it return? Big rumors heading around from bloggers that they had inside sources over the weekend that the show is canceled. Now, here's the only part that I find a little bit confusing. TLC mutually posted a wedding ring picture, which you can go and see and is still up on their website, that Darcy tagged them in. They posted and basically said congratulations to the newlyweds because Darcy and Georgie got married. I don't know if if they were canceled, would they have posted that? I feel like they wouldn't have. I really don't. It's still up there with 46,000 likes. I don't know. I mean, congratulations. Now, if we're going by what you guys want on my TikTok, everyone's like, thank God. I'm so glad it's canceled. I just don't think that they would. I don't think that they would repost it. However, I've also heard that only 15 people were at the wedding and TLC was not there and camera crews were not there at Georgie and Darcy's wedding. If that's the case, the show is canceled. So if you were one of the 15 people, okay, great. It's going to be like a needle in a haystack. Were there camera crews there or were there not? So here's my guess. I think 1,000-Pound Best Friends is still on. I think Darcy and Stacey is still on. The show that I do believe is officially canceled is I Love a Mama's Boy. I Love a Mama's Boy, I believe, is so done. Shakib, Matt, nobody in their bios has any more that they are currently on the cast of I Love a Mama's Boy. Mark my words, I Love a Mama's Boy is toast. But as far as I know, and of course, MILF Manor will never be back again. MILF Manor was such a disaster. It was hot and then it was not. That was when these women went with their sons to town in Mexico. And it was just the biggest flop. So you will not be seeing MILF Manor anymore. You will not be seeing I Love a Mama's Boy anymore is my prediction, but you definitely will be seeing Last Resort a lot. That did extremely well in the ratings. All right, so there's the tea for the week. You guys follow me on my TikTok at the Sarah Fraser Show. All the gossip goes up all week long. And then, I put a lot of it here on the podcast. Have the best Thanksgiving. Love you guys so much. Be sure to share the goodness, share this pod with a friend, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.